Victory Motorcycles. The legend lives on. Roll that intro.
I am Anonymous Bikers USA.
During the mid-90s, motorcycle sales were soaring, and the likes of Harley-Davidson were experiencing an unprecedented sales boom. Polaris decided to capitalize on that demand by offering a more affordable, yet still American-made product. In 1997, Victory was born. In the same year, Polaris pulled the covers off a new American cruiser, the V92C. The Victory V92C went on sale in 1998. The new kid on the block featured a 1507cc V-twin engine, making it the largest displacement cruiser on the market at the time. But there was more to this exciting new model than size. The engine was modern. It featured modern engineering that resulted in a smooth, fast, and reliable power. Retro design themes swept across the V92C from tank to tail. What's more, the entire motorcycle was almost 100% American-made in Minnesota and Iowa. Everything was American aside from the Brembo brakes and the British-made fuel injection system. Victory Motorcycles had arrived, launching a new era for the new American motorcycle industry. One of the most unusual and exciting Victory motorcycles to roll into production was the Victory Vision. The Victory Vision first appeared in 2008. It was a 21st century touring machine built on the legacy of traditional American tours with a futuristic edge. Its arrival was ill-timed with the 2008 economic crisis just around the corner. Sales weren't as high as expected. Still, it proved that Victory was a brand that could innovate. Proof that there was more to the marquee than edgy Harley copies. This enthusiasm helped keep sales up despite the global economic hardships. In 2011, Polaris purchased the Indian motorcycle marquee and revived it for the 21st century. With a lineage that dates back further than Harley-Davidson, Indian was a true heritage brand. Armed with two impressive marquees in its portfolio, Polaris planned to promote Victory as a contemporary power cruiser brand while pushing Indian as a more traditional heritage manufacturer. Victory was for the more modern rider. Indian was for the old school crowd. Together, they were a formidable force and managed to corner an impressive percentage of the U.S. market share for road motorcycles. Within Victory's last 5 years, it only managed to turn a profit in 3 of those years. What's more, Victory was significantly underperforming when compared to Indian. In a short time, Indian had managed to surpass Victory sales and turn a greater profit. It also seemed that Indian's potential was far greater than Victory's ever could be, as customers seemed to prefer the look and feel of the Polaris heritage brand over the opinion-dividing but innovative Victory. Production of all Victory models ceased at the brand's Iowa factory. The existing stock was sold off, and the Victory story came to an abrupt end, just like that. In January 2017, Polaris issued a press release stating that Victory would cease operations and the brand would be discontinued. The release explained that Victory was no longer profitable, and it would take significant investment to make it a viable product. Victory motorcycles may be no more, but the brand's legacy lives on. Today, used models are still available, and Polaris will still provide parts and dealership support until 2027 at the earliest. The brand may have been discontinued, but it will be remembered for more than just its excellent range of more than 60 motorcycles. Here's a few key things that Victory brought to the cruiser arena. Firstly, it brought the fight to Harley-Davidson. The brand produced American-made power cruisers to rival the Bar and Shield, and for a significantly cheaper price. American-made V-twins had never been so affordable and accessible. Secondly, Victory was able to break away from traditional American cruiser stereotypes. Futuristic and daring shapes replaced the bling and chrome more commonly associated with the cruiser scene. It wasn't for everyone, Victory proved that there was more to the cruiser market than previously thought. Lastly, Victory brought performance to the cruiser scene. Not only did the brand enter into world-class racing competition, but it also added unexpected performance parts to its stock models. Brembo brakes were equipped as standard, and the rear suspension of Victory's models really was a cut above the rest. Victory is no more, but its legacy lives on in Indian and will continue on in the next chapter of the Polaris story. Thanks for watching, and don't forget,
I am Anonymous Biker USA.